sorry about that, the technical error, but I was asking a question. Is education important to you? Is education important to anyone viewing us right now?
Better.
Yes.
I really wonder, how would somebody say that education is not important in this era?
Okay, it's important, but what I'm trying to say is it's not the most important thing.
Yes, I'm trying to drive you to that because we in this world we all have different perceptions about different things. So we all think differently about several things that we pass through.
Yes.
So I know we weren't there before, but if you're to look back in the last eras, you remember education wasn't there and everything was so smooth.
Yes.
People used to do their work, they used to do their jobs and get money. But then right now, eras are going on changing. So you cannot tell me that education is not important. Maybe ngoze mabega erida jebaberanga bakola blacksmith bichi those things and they earn money. But right now, of course, you're going to go into I'm not trying to mean that if you don't study you cannot maybe achieve your goal or anything. No, of course muni abatasomye, but they're rich, they have money. So I'm trying to say that on a larger extent, education is too important, though it is not the future. Yeah. Because you may study. If I'm to give an example, I studied from Maryland. So he was very bright. Singa mu class. Bullying because those guys who were mugged.
Yes.
So he used to bully us and all that. But then after school, I found that guy in Chikubu. He was looking very funny, and yet when I saw so I looked at him as like, now, what if you don't do this to me? Where would you be? Okay,
but
I will not help you, but then you would find somebody who you treated very well in school helping you. I think
okay, that is education. But how about your dream? Education has helped so many people in so many different things. But let's take it to this, like achieving a dream. How has it helped you to achieve a dream? Or maybe you have a dream, a vision. How has education helped you?
When I was still in high school, I didn't have a dream. I remember, what do you want to be? What did you say? A pilot, doctor, not so.
We used to have short-term dreams, short-term goals.
You want to be a nurse. You want to be, then what is your dream right now? I'm pretty sure it is too different. Totally very different. So when I was still in high school, I didn't have any dream. I just used to say what was into my mind because I was still young. But when I grew up, I got done with campus. That is when I realized that what you used to dream about when you're still young is not what you're supposed to dream. Oh, it's not what you're going to achieve right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So I had to change my perception as a person.
Yeah.
So
talking about Susan. Susan, do you have a dream, and has education helped you maybe to achieve any dream, anything?
To my perspective, education is a two-way thing. Like the way he has said, during the old times, let me call it 8 years, people used to be successful, achieve whatever they had, properties and everything, without education. But in this day-to-day life, I agree with Dixon. He said the majority have succeeded with their dreams through education.
Yeah.
So my dreams, I'm still chasing my dreams. I want to have achieved them, but it has really helped me a lot. Yeah.
So, better, I was still explaining a little bit about the dream, and then you cut me short. Okay, there is something I want to tell the youth that are looking at us or that are viewing us. You guys, it is really not so easy to achieve your dream. It's not so easy because it's a journey. You may start it, then at the start, you feel like it is really so hard.
Yeah.
Then along the way, so I remember when I had just started my dream. I think my career that I'm doing right now. I started a filming company back then in 2020. That is a year back. So when I started this thing, it was really so hectic because you had to get actors. You had to hire cameras. It was really so expensive to start. But then I had that passion in me that I would do something that is better for myself. Okay, we always have challenges. People tell you that movies are inyuma, what. Then you go on changing the concept, but it is really a hard journey. So if somebody doesn't fight so hard to see that you be persistent, or this is what I want. So
that's why sorry Dixon. That's why they say critics a push factor. They help us.
Thank you so much. Whenever they criticize you, it gives you energy.
So it gives you energy to go further.
But then why is it that most times umuntu criticizing?
Since you're working in a film company and all that, you're having your own. Talking about still on the topic of education, has it helped you to get anywhere where you are right now?
Of course it has, because I should say, if I didn't go to school, I wouldn't be on this TV right now. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
And you wouldn't also be here if it didn't help you.
Okay.
Of course, they would take you to somebody, to somewhere else. That is why you're here. And the other thing is that the reason why we went to school, the movies that we act, they're education. If at all I wasn't educated, I wouldn't make scripts that would inspire people in our movies. I wouldn't make those nice scripts, those nice skits that educate people. Most times when you're educated and you're to build scripts, try to reach the society. You have that advantage that you went to school. Make scripts that are going to teach the youth. I think you know some movie that I have about abortion. It was trying to teach the youth that are in school. What are you supposed to do when you're pregnant? Oh, what are you supposed to do to avoid early pregnancies? So such things help me. When you to go back to the question that you asked me about how has education helped me, that was the first thing that it inspired me a lot. That since I went to school, I need to teach my fellow youth what to do.
Life is like like a journey and all that. But how have you been moving through education and all that? How has this helped you to get where you are? Maybe you started with a photography, and then maybe you did filming, or maybe you started with filming, then photography and all that.
Oh, so you're trying to be the hierarchy that I started with. Yeah, it all started with a small phone. I started with a small phone. It was an Infinix. So I shot a short video about gender-based violence. You see, I had some little background about domestic violence, and I really felt bad about it, so I had to act about it. So I started with a phone. Then later things went on changing, because people started telling me, man, your things, it's not good quality, but it's inspiring. So you just need something little to improve. So I had to collect some little money, and I bought a small camera. So those people who know cameras, it was just a small Nikon D32. So I went on elevating slowly by slowly up to now that I went on branching off. I went to photography. People started criticizing my photography. But I had to, things were not easy.
Susan, tell us about maybe you have a dream, or maybe how has education helped you to reach where you want to be and all that?
Like the way Dixon said, honestly, I'm sorry for putting him as a reflection, but if it wasn't for education, we wouldn't have been here. Honestly, if it wasn't for education, you might stand with a person who is successful but not educated, and a person who is successful and educated. There is a difference. I'm sorry, but someone who has been educated, there is that unique factor that they have.
I know.
There is that unique factor that you clearly see. Exactly. So to me, education has really helped me to where I am right now. If it wasn't for education, I wouldn't have made it. For instance, I went to Seroma, and everything was very, very different there. So everyone's goal was a short-term goal. But it helped us achieve them. That short-term goal was to get to campus. But we all made it through education. It helped us. So yeah, to me, at least I've made it to campus. At least I've made it.
Can you tell us practically what you did and how is it helping you? I will not give you specific. somehow still at home, but it has helped me create some ideas. You sit down and be like, hey, they taught us this. How comes I do this to elevate? Like the way he said, use a small phone first. But through what people tell you, it helps you upgrade your work, upgrade your quality, upgrade everything. So the small thing I'm doing, it has helped me through education. And people who are telling me, and you started, but I'm following my dream through education. Anyway, let's go in for a very short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
MTN Kabode esimu ya smart gyosobola okwefunira olwo n'ogisasula mpola nkugambye yeneerye eyakabi ate nga tamanyi endala zonna mu katale ejjirako omuggo gwa yintaneti kati ky'oba okola gwenyiga *655*2 okebere oba osobola okwefunira MTN kabode olumala okebera bw'oti dduka buddusi ku dduuka lya MTN lyonna eri kuli okumpi weefunire MTN kabode olwo olyoka ogisasule mpola ng'osasula nnusu 15 zokka buli wiiki okumala emyezi 6 ng'okozesa MTN momo weefunire kabode kati dish.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Let's fight coronavirus together. Wash your hands with soap and water. Follow the Ministry of Health guidelines. Avoid sharing unconfirmed information and do not self-medicate.
Hi, this is Joanna. I am really so happy for Spirit FM. They're celebrating 20 years and Spirit TV 2 years. My story with Spirit Radio, that's where my music played first, and I am so blessed that it's really growing, and I am so enjoying Spirit TV, the movies. I love the sermons. I love African exclusive show. I love everything about the show. Thank you.
This weekend on Spirit TV.
God's will is eternal. So it's what you must bank your life on. I also have personal experiences which are human, which are bad to me. If you've lived for a long time, you may have lost some few people. But does that deter you from receiving what God has given unto you by grace?
Together, we are going to be reminded on how we can live a limitless life as we fellowship perfectly with God.
Spirit TV, a place for you.
This is how they treat Jesus. He heals the man on the Sabbath.
Tune in and get enlightened, motivated, and encouraged through the teachings of the man of God, Stephen Furtick.
See, what the man said reflects a broken system, and it reflects a bad story. The devil has got some of us telling ourselves some really bad stories. No one wants to help me. Everybody's out to get me every time I try. When you've seen him move the mountains in your life, you look at the next mountain, you look at the next need.
Watch Stephen Furtick and Elevation Church live right here on Spirit TV.
Spirit TV, a place for you.
That short commercial break, and these guys are going to tell us about their goals, and then maybe tell us how you can achieve your goals, inspire you.
As I told you before that I started with a small camera, a small phone, up to where I'm up to the camera that I'm having right now. Of course, everybody has a goal.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't lie. The truth is that I want to be the best filmmaker in Uganda. You see, we have some guy called he's called Lukman Ali. That guy inspires me a lot. So I'm fighting so hard to see that I reach that level. If you're to look right now, it's I think the first Ugandan movie to be on Netflix. So I also have that dream as a person to be on that lead and be like Babo Films right now. It is one of the best companies in Uganda in filming industry. So I also have to fight so hard to see that I reach that goal.
Yeah.
So reaching that goal means that I don't have to
put in the hard work.
Yeah, I have to put in the hard work. I have to flex. I have to do everything that is needed. And most of all, I have to use God. I have to pray. I have to believe. I have to, if whatever thing you do buli kimu kyokola mu bulamu obanga totaddeemu Katonda you won't achieve anything. I'm telling you. Omuntu naliyo nga golowooza nti no Katonda talina kyakola Katonda ne bw'omusaba abawo okuleeta trust me, if you don't give it time, you continue praying, continue believing, continue, I'm sure you will achieve. Just kwata bukwasi Katonda wo omuteke mu mabbali go otandika okukola emirimu gyo, you'll see everything moving on smoothly.
Susan, tell us about your
my
goal
right now, which I haven't told you, and I'm sure you get to know in time. I want to be the best in what I do. I want it to be greater through me. Whatever I'm doing, I want it to be great.
Okay. So any advice like to the youth and all that?
As I earlier said that you need God. I think that was the first advice, and it is the best advice. However much things fail, however much enkube etonya no isiwala no kola to, don't give up. Don't. However much people criticize you, however much, okay, you know, some people think that if you don't have money you can't start up something. If you're broke you can't start up any project, or you can't. I think I've said everything. It's talent. So if you think that you can do, okay, do you know buzibu ntoliala omuntu nga tunda face mask nagamba nendo zazikola nani zikola usanga omuntu nga gamba that guy has a boutique ndaba akola nani katandika. No, you do what you feel like you're supposed to do. Do what your heart tells you. Do what you're talented in. No just sanga omuntu nga muyimbi olabe nti no simanya Bruno ke muyimbi nange ndagafuka muyimbi. You start singing, trust me, people will trust you. So you're supposed to do something that your heart tells you to do. Something that inspires you a lot. Something that you want back up in case things refuse to do kulemerako. So I think it's all about kulemerako man. We need to fight. God. If you don't read that Bible, if you don't believe, because if it is not God, it is not anybody else apart from God and your hustle.
And to me, secondly, in addition to what he has said, youths out there, do not despise education. Honestly, you look at someone who has been successful in everything without education, but God has said something for you. If you feel like, yes, I really need this education, please move forward with it. Move forward, don't despise it. Stay in school.
Anyway, talking about education, well,
you didn't tell us your goal. Or see this to Gamba, tell us, let the people that are watching you know your goal.
Anyway, my goal still, it's kind of personal, but still I would advise someone to stick on education.
Wouldn't you like to be the best presenter in Uganda?
I would, but still, you know, things, let me tell you something. People study for something, but don't even achieve what they've studied for. You can't tell me that you studied for what? For doing whatever you're doing right now.
Like
I told you that I had a dream of being a doctor.
But no, education channels your imagination. Because when you're educated and all that, you get exposed to so many things, so many ideas come in. So everything just changes, and it changes for the better, you know.
Just like your name.
Anyway, you guys, you can tell us your names and...
I introduced myself before, but I think I need to reintroduce myself. I'm called Tumabaze Dixon. You can call me CEO Bubble Films Uganda, the best filming company. I don't know why I really love it so much because I'm trying to show people how much you're supposed to love your work. I'm just trying to inspire them, show them amazing. That people see me in one cut t-shirt most times. I put on my Bubble Films t-shirts, having people t-shirt yafuka tattoo. People, guys, it's not a tattoo, but I just love my brand. I love my brand a lot. So such a thing inspires me. So please.
Tell us about the viewers that want to come and work with you because you do photography, maybe where they can find you.
My offices are located at Shariako Plaza, Nachibu Road, opposite New Taxi Park. So guys who want photography, who want to join filming, you want to join anything, acting, things like that. If you know that you have a talent in that, please, you come, just inbox me, just go on our platforms and inbox me. I'll be right there and I reply you guys.
And those that need your services as well, should head to those platforms.
They just go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I'm everywhere. You just go inbox and then I'll...
Bubble Films everywhere.
Bubble Films Uganda everywhere.
I'm Baba Susan. As I said that earlier, I'm Baba Susan. I love God. Yes, and I'm very honored to be here. And the last advice to the youths there, stay in school. There is a goal, and out of it that you'll gain out of it, and trusting in God. Yeah.
Tell them what you used to look that nice.
Sorry?
Tell them what you used to look that nice. They need to keep up with the look.
God's grace. Yeah.
Anyway, that was it for the youth talk. We'll be right back after the very short inspiration video.